Fighters will be using 10-ounce gloves for the duration of the contest. Why have they got that on there? That's it.
The rules are now out. Jake Paul getting ready for an Anthony Joshua fight, and some of these rules may surprise.
And Anthony Joshua has a weight limit of 245 pounds.
Jake Paul fell apart the second those new fight rules were announced. The mask slipped instantly. 10 odds gloves, real knockouts, and an official pro record suddenly shattered the hype he'd been hiding behind. Joshua isn't a YouTube attraction. He's a ruthless heavyweight destroyer. And now, Jake's influencer confidence is facing a reality he can't talk his way out of.
Jake Paul deluded enough to think it was a good option to get.
Jake Paul walked into that room and was instantly hit by the sheer magnitude of Anthony Joshua. The size, the strength, the aura. One look was enough to shatter the confidence he crafted online. This isn't hype, and it isn't entertainment. This is a heavyweight hunter preparing to take him apart, round after round. Fans and analysts aren't wondering if Jake can win. They're wondering how long he can last, because every moment in that ring will expose just how outmatched he really is.
Seeing, how big he is, and just my eyes were kind of going into his nipples and stuff, which I kind of liked. And then basically I was just like, whoa, he's big in that. And then, I can't believe.
With the official rules out in the open, Jake's illusions vanish. 8 rounds, 2-minute frames, lighter gloves, every detail shifts the battlefield even more toward Joshua. The influencer theatrics, the stunts, the viral swagger mean nothing now. Experts are labeling it a mismatch before the first bell. A true heavyweight clash where Jake Paul already looks exposed and on the verge of complete destruction.
Right, the boys will follow similar rules to Jake Paul and Mike Tyson in November, but that fight was 8 2-minute rounds and 14-ounce gloves. Not similar if it's smaller gloves. And
Joshua radiates controlled dominance. Every move deliberate, every look a cold reminder of what's coming. The finalized rules leave Jake Paul exposed with no comfort, no escape, no fantasy left to hide behind. His influencer bravado collapses under the weight of reality. Analysts and fans wait in tense silence, recognizing this isn't a contest. It's a strategic dismantling already underway.
And you're revealed to the big stage, so probably it's all new a bit, maybe, but you can see I'm relaxed, I'm calm, and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
The threat is absolute and unavoidable. Every rule, every round, every glove detail increases Jake Paul's vulnerability. The audience feels it, and both corners understand it. There's no delay, no charisma, no promotion that can shield him now. Only one question remains. How long can he endure against Joshua's precise, punishing assault?
I think it's dangerous for Jake Paul, absolutely. Do I think it's also dangerous for Anthony Joshua?
The new rules have turned the ring into a battlefield he may not walk out of. Every glove size, every round length, every regulation strips Jake Paul of security and exposes his limits. Joshua stalks with cold, ruthless composure, predator-like and unhurried. Jake's influencer confidence collapses in an instant, while fans and analysts brace for a brutal unraveling that could be over in moments.
Because if Anthony Joshua puts 10-ounce gloves on and gets in a boxing ring and Jake Paul is in the other corner, this won't last long. This will last as long as Josh wants it to last.
The sheer absurdity of Jake Paul entering this fight becomes crystal clear under these rules. The tricks, the theatrics, the social media swagger, all of it vanishes in a heartbeat. Every second in the ring, every punch thrown, every exchange becomes a ticking countdown toward the inevitable. Joshua's control isn't only brute strength, it's mental supremacy. And now Jake finds himself cornered inside a nightmare he created with no escape and no illusions left.
And he said he wanted more time. So we tried, we've been trying, same with KSI. These guys just don't want to step up to the plate.
This isn't merely dangerous. It's a precise, methodical dismantling. Each rule stacks the odds against Jake. 10 odds gloves, full professional rounds, real consequences. Joshua shows no hesitation, no mercy. Every angle exposes Jake Paul, leaving him vulnerable to a storm built to break him. The question isn't whether he'll fall, it's how fast it will happen.
The very dangerous night's work, and AJ will be, people say, oh, will he take it easy on it? AJ will be AJ. He don't mess around, he don't play with his food. he'll be going in there looking to take him out as soon as possible.
On paper, it might look like a payday, a simple fight for attention and cash, but reality is ruthless. Joshua doesn't just appear, he dominates. Every round under full Queensberry rules tests Jake Paul's inexperience. History echoes from every corner. Ngannou flattened, Fury outboxed, Gano dismantled. Jake's influencer bravado counts for nothing here. One clean hook, one thunderous jab, and it could all end in an instant. Fans hold their breath. Analysts tense, corners brace. This isn't entertainment. It's a methodical public dismantling. The question isn't if he gets hurt. It's how brutally and how fast his illusions will shatter.
This is his fight of his career. If he wants to get 100 million and not even break sweat, you know, you take the fight. Is it going to enhance his stock as the world's -- contender? Not at all, because nobody's going to take Jake Paul seriously. But on the other hand, should I don't even want to play devil's advocate. What if Joshua hurts this guy, seriously hurts this guy, and puts this guy in hospital?
Size, power, and experience are overwhelming, and Jake Paul is clearly outmatched. Under these professional rules, 10 odds gloves, real knockouts, and 8 punishing rounds, the ring becomes a crucible. Joshua looms as a seasoned heavyweight, every movement precise, every punch loaded with intent and history. Jake's past wins, his hype, and his charisma dissolve under the weight of experience. Every second counts, every round magnifies his vulnerability. Analysts, fans, and corners alike sense the approaching storm. How long can he survive before a 2-time world champion methodically shatters his illusion of hope? The danger is total, and the tension is palpable.
I'm not sure, really. You know, Jake Paul's a cruiserweight, isn't he? Not even that. You know, he won't be anywhere near his biggest partner of mine, Anthony.
Joshua is a predator forged through decades of professional warfare. Olympic gold, world titles, victories over opponents bigger, stronger, and more experienced than Jake Paul. Every punch carries history and precision. Jake's 12 fights, his social media fame, and his bravado mean nothing here. The rules strip away all safety. Real rounds, real gloves, real consequences. Fans and analysts can feel it. A professional dismantling waiting to unfold. The gap in skill, power, and ring IQ is enormous. Each strike from Joshua is loaded with experience, accuracy, and intent. Jake is stepping into a storm, and the only question is how completely his illusion will collapse.
You know, AJ's a massive, massive favourite. He's a natural heavyweight, 2-time world champion, Olympic gold medalist. We've all seen him. He can punch, he can bang. You see what he's done to Ngannou. Jake Paul, I don't think he's had amateur experience. He's had 12 fights, I think.
The gap in size and skill is nothing short of terrifying. Joshua doesn't just overpower physically. He dominates expectation, psychology, and reality. Every round under official Queensberry rules amplifies Jake Paul's vulnerability. The difference in experience, power, and technical mastery is staggering. One clean shot could turn hype into a public collapse, bravado into raw exposure. Fans hold their breath as Joshua looms like a predator over a smaller, inexperienced opponent. The shadow of previous demolitions, Ngannou Fury Gano, hangs over every movement, every jab, every feint. Jake's social media fame, viral antics, and calculated bravado vanish under professional precision. Each second in the ring tightens the noose, every bell signaling looming disaster. Spectators watch, tense, knowing this isn't entertainment, it's a methodical dismantling. The countdown is relentless, and Joshua's dominance is near absolute. A storm Jake cannot escape.
So you think this could be dangerous for Jake Paul?
Oh my goodness, without a doubt. Now the governing bodies now have got to look at this. Would they sanction this fight in any other dimension? No, they wouldn't. But unfortunately, boxing is now more business than show. And this is business. And so the sanctioning bodies aren't going to say, no, this kid doesn't deserve to.
This fight reads like a nightmare, etched in gloves and punches. Joshua's record is a masterclass in destruction. Ngannou flattened in seconds, Fury outclassed at every turn, Gano dismantled with brutal precision. Now, with 10 oddsy gloves and full professional rules, Jake Paul enters what is essentially a death chamber. Each round counts down to devastation. Every second, a trial of survival against an Olympic gold medalist and 2-time world champion. The tension is electric. The audience knows exactly what's coming. Jake's bravado, influencer fame, and past victories mean nothing here. Joshua's precision, power, and experience dominate. Analysts, corners, and fans alike are bracing for the inevitable storm. How long until the first jab, hook, or uppercut shatters the illusion and delivers total destruction? Fear, anticipation, and raw professional dominance grip everyone in the arena.
Oh, Jesus. That's a fucking bad idea. That's a bad idea. But let me tell you what. A lot of people watch that one.
Will you watch it?
Sure. You know what everybody's tuning in for on that one. I think everybody's going to get what they've finally been waiting for.
Time is a weapon, and Joshua wields it with total authority. Every round under these rules exposes Jake Paul's inexperience, vulnerability, and unreadiness for true heavyweight combat. Past demolitions of Ngannou and Gano are stark reminders of what a real professional can do. Every punch Joshua throws carries decades of training and history, and every second Jake survives feels miraculous. Bravado and social media hype crumble under Olympic-level precision and world title experience. The rules magnify the danger. No padding, no exhibition pace, real 10-odds gloves, real knockouts. Fans hold their breath as the countdown ticks, analysts predicting a swift, brutal collapse. Jake Paul's influencer world collides with professional reality, and the impact is merciless. Every feint, jab, and hook escalates the peril. Survival becomes a matter of luck, not skill.
So I told Anthony, I already messaged Anthony as I listen. I tell you what, I said to AJ, if this goes past 5 rounds, everybody's gonna be having a go at you because you can't go past 5 rounds with this kid. He has to go past 1 round or 2 rounds. Past beyond 4 or 5 rounds, you know, people are gonna be doubting you as a fighter himself. So he has to smoke him out like what he did Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia in one.
Experience, size, and raw power collide in a brutal equation. An 18-stone, seasoned heavyweight towers over a smaller, untested influencer under full Queensberry rules. Joshua's past demolitions of top-tier heavyweights prove he can dismantle anyone. Every round teaches power and precision. Every punch highlights Jake Paul's inexperience. Influencer bravado, viral stunts, and past wins vanish under the arena's cold, professional light. Tension crackles in every movement. The inevitability of destruction hangs like a guillotine. Each bell, each second tightens the noose around Jake Paul while Joshua's dominance looms like a predator. The countdown continues, and the ring becomes a chamber where survival is fleeting and total annihilation is the only likely outcome.
I don't believe to fight Anthony Joshua. It's not like he's beaten, 4 or 5, top line heavyweights, other heavyweights. I don't believe he's boxed any heavyweights.
The countdown ends. The stage is set. Joshua stands as an immovable force, every step calculated, every punch carrying decades of legacy. Jake Paul, smaller, inexperienced, and exposed, faces the ultimate test. Under 10 odds gloves, full Queensberry rules, and 8 punishing rounds, there's nowhere to hide. No shortcuts, no illusions. The arena holds its breath as history prepares to repeat itself. Ngannou Fury, Gano, all reminders of what a true heavyweight can do. Every second Jake steps forward, the noose tightens. Fans sit on the edge of their seats, knowing this isn't entertainment. It's a methodical dismantling in motion. And as Joshua's dominance looms, one question remains. Can Jake survive the storm, or will his influencer world shatter forever? Comment below. How long do you think he lasts, and who walks out victorious? Let the debate ignite.